Welcome to Learning with UNP. In this session of Business Intelligence with Power BI, we will focus on the Merge Columns feature, looking at how it works in both the Transform tab and Add Column tab in Power BI Query Editor. We will be using the students' dataset for this demonstration. We will be focusing on understanding what merging columns does in the Transform tab and what it does in the Add Column tab. We will also look at the key differences between the two and when to use each one. Let's get started by first understanding what Merge Columns does in the Transform tab. When you merge columns using the Transform tab, Power BI combines the selected columns and replaces them with a single merged column. This means the original columns will no longer exist. They will be combined into a new column. So, when would we use this? You would use the Transform tab to merge columns when you no longer need the original columns and just want a single clean column to work with. For example, if you only need the full name of students and you don't need to reference first name or last name individually anymore, then you can use Merge Columns option from Transform tab. Now, let's talk about what Merge Columns does in the Add Column tab. Here, Power BI merges the columns, but instead of replacing the original ones, it creates a new column. This is useful when you want to keep the original columns for future use while still creating a new combined column. For example, if you still need to reference first name and last name separately, but also want a full name for easier display or reporting, you can use Merge Columns option from Add Column tab. So, the main difference between merging in the Transform tab and the Add Column tab is whether you want to replace the original columns or keep them while adding a new one. The Transform tab replaces the original columns, while the Add Column tab keeps the original columns and adds a new one. You will use the Transform tab when you are done working with the original columns and only need the merged column for further analysis or reporting. On the other hand, you will use the Add Column tab when you still need the original columns for other calculations or operations, but you also want to create a merged column to simplify things or for display purposes. Now, let's go ahead and practically see how to merge columns using both tabs with our students' dataset. We will combine the first name and last name columns to create a new full name column. We already imported the students dataset here. Now let's merge the columns first name last name using the merge column option in the Transform tab. We first select the first name column and last name column. Click on merge columns. A window will pop up asking for a separator. Let's choose space as a separator. We will name this column as full name. Click on OK. Now, the first name and last name columns have been replaced by the full name column. Next, let's do the same thing but using the Add Column tab. We will merge first name to and last name to columns using Merge Columns option from Add Column tab. Again, select first name to column, last name to column. Click on Merge Columns. Again, let's choose space as a separator. Let's name this as full name 2. Click on OK. You will notice that the original first name to and last name to columns are still there. And now we have a new full name to column added to our dataset. So that's how we merge columns in both the Transform and Add Columns tab. This is all about today's lecture. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.